everybody? What's up, everybody? I come at you with bad news. And the bad news is the Saints are 1-3. And this has to sit with us for another week. And yet again, we are full of excuses. Yet again, we are full of heartbreak. This is just too much heartbreak. Same old story with us. I'm tired of it. If you tuned in to hear me talk about how good the Saints are and to gloat about us and not ever really hit on things that I think we need to change as a franchise and me being a fan, this is not the channel. No, because all I'm doing is venting, letting all this energy out to the world, put it out in the ether. You know, that's what I'm doing, if I'm being honest. So some quick notes here. I'm sitting here looking at the game from Sunday morning. And not only is it good to wake up early and watch a game, but it's good to be your team and y'all get a win and you take that win and you try to percolate that into another win against someone like Seattle. You could beat Seattle. But no. You lay an egg up in Carolina. You go all the way across the pond. You get there a week early. You finally eclipse 20-plus points. And guess what happened? You still freaking lose. I'm not mad at the kicker. I think Will Lutz refound himself. I think Will Lutz actually had his coming out party, if you will. He's finally found himself. Those two kicks built confidence. Pressure kicks, we needed both of them. He missed one, I get it, but it was from 61 yards. He's back. The refs. I'm so sick of the refs. The referees don't like the Saints. It's evident. Ladies and gentlemen, the referees don't like the Saints. The NFL don't care for the Saints. Maybe ever since Bountygate, maybe they didn't like the fact that Sean Payton had this smug aura about him when he showed up in the offseason at these so-called meetings. He was on the committee. I'm not sure what the name is. The Rules Committee. Please don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to make a point here. And the point is, they being the front office, whoever makes the final decisions for the NFL, they did not like Sean Payton. Sean Payton coached the Saints. The Saints didn't get the benefit of the doubt on no calls. Come on. The tape is out there. And I'm sick of it. As a Saints fan, it's heartbreak after heartbreak. And it pisses me off. These referees ain't helping. I don't like the play calling. I don't believe in my franchise anymore. And here's why I'm pissed off at the Saints franchise. And this is why I started this video documentary, which is something that I can always refer back to as proof of something I thought, said, and believed in. And I can share that with you guys. I'm just tired of being a Saints fan. It's tough, man. It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of hope every week. We start feeling good around Thursday, feel a little bit better around Friday. We feel great around Saturday. And then Sunday comes and what happens? Too many penalties. We shot ourselves in the foot. What was that call? Why did this player play more? They fumbled again. That's on you. We honestly could be 4-0. But if I tell that, I also need to tell the other side. We should also be 0-4. But we're 1-3. There's enough to break it down and give blame to everybody. But ultimately, I give blame to the coaching staff. After that Tampa game, I told myself, Jameis Winston is probably not the guy if the Saints want to win the championship. Neither is Andy Dalton. As a matter of fact, The Saints aren't going to the Super Bowl this year because our defense is not as good as it was last year. And speaking of which, what type of team, what type of franchise is serious about winning a Super Bowl? Serious about winning a Super Bowl if you let number 22 go. I'm not going to say his name because Saints fans know who number 22 was last year, not Tracy Porter. 22 from the last few years. He's the best nickelback in the game. I'm telling y'all, CD Deuce was the guy we needed, and we should have signed Quan Alexander. I don't want to hear anything about Quan is injury prone. I just need Quan to be healthy for the last 6 or 7 games of the season and the playoffs. He brought an energy. He was good for that rotation. And don't get me wrong, I like Pete Werner. I like DeMario Davis. But you're telling me that a healthy Quan Alexander for a playoff run is worse than what we have now? No, it's better than what we have now. Add that with what we are seeing with Pete Werner? Yes. And DeMario Davis? Yes. And then you let CD, I'm not going to say his name, you let number 22 go, you're not serious about winning a championship. Ladies and gentlemen, I could go on all day, but I won't. That pissed me off. And I don't think Tom Benson would have let number 22 leave that building. There is no freaking way. No way. Andy Dalton fits this offense more so than Jameis Winston. Why? Because this is the type of, I like to call it the Trent Dilfer effect. A great championship defense. All you need is for the defense to take breaths, do long, sustaining drives. So let the defense come out there, pumped up, play like a monster, go back over and sit on the bench again and watch the offense operate on long drives. Whether you take field goals or not, you're not turning the ball over. And yes, Andy Dalton turned the ball over. That was just a great play. I get it. I don't think he'll turn the ball over like that from week to week. He's a veteran. I think he's a little bit more pocket savvy than Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston has a top 5 arm talent in the league. But in my opinion, I think for this offense, Andy Dalton is the guy. And I'm not just saying that just to be a homer and just because we finally scored 20-something points. I am saying this because he was hitting the check down guy. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not have Alvin Kamara or Michael Thomas. And that also was a beat-up Jarvis Landry. Let me know that I'm wrong. So if you put the same group of guys out there against Seattle next week, you don't think that Andy Dalton can get the job done? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a controversy right now at the quarterback position. And in my eyes, it's not a controversy. I think Jameis should be a backup until he gets healthy. And that's just me. But we will not make the playoffs. And if I'm wrong, please let me know I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, explain to me why you think I'm wrong. I got to get out of here. I had to get that off my chest. I have no rhyme or reason for what type of videos I'm going to be doing or how long I'm going to be doing them. But when I feel like I need to record, I'm just going to get in front of the camera and let this go. Until then, until next time, man, your boy JD, I'm out. Who that rant?